Why have I waited so long to do drugs?
Is that Rainbow Dash on your shirt?
I don't want to feel the feelings.
I need to eat a bunch of cheeseburgers.
The best parts of hanging out with these guys without the hangover.
Well, hello everybody.
Hi, sweet tits. How are you, Sonny?
I'm great. I'm here. You have to tune into the YouTube channel to see that I'm sitting in not my grandma's dining room, but somebody's grandma's dining room, because I am in an Airbnb on the road, like a real boy.
Yeah, like a real boy. You're in an Airbnb. It's Crunk Kringle on the road.
That's right. Old Coors Kringle is delivering teehees all over the state of Iowa this weekend.
Nice.
Started in Davenport last night. We're Cedar Falls tonight, Waterloo tomorrow, which Cedar Falls and Waterloo are like right across the river.
This is going to come out on. Can you plug something that you're going to do?
I don't know when this comes out. Oh, yes. Wait, no, I do know.
Yes.
This one has to come out on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I will be headlining the Big Canvas Theater in Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay.
On there's a calendar right here on my computer.
We're so good at this.
On the October 8th and 9th, and then I'm doing a little guest set on the 10th at Zubar in Lincoln. I'm on my way. Since I'm on my way back, my buddy Brad, who runs it, I was like, "Hey, do you have an opening?" He's like, "I'll put you on the show. Just come by." He's like, so I'm stopping in Lincoln on the way there.
Can our listeners buy tickets, brother? I know this is new. I know. I'm hitting you with this real quick.
Yes, go to just look up Big Canvas Theater in Omaha on Facebook, and everything should be connected there. I know that's all happening through them. Zubar is just kind of show up and throw Brad your money.
Nice.
So Zubar is a rock and blues venue that has had everybody through it, and Brad has been bringing in for God, how long now? He's been bringing in like some really great acts. I get to headline there a couple years ago, which was great, and we're working on doing that again. But since I was right there, he was like, "Come do a short set and hang out and drink cheap beer," and then stumble to it. Because he's already got like 2 people staying at his small house. I say small, it's not small, but he's got enough people there that I'm like, I'm going to get a hotel room within stumbling distance. But yeah, I stayed at the Haunted Mansion again last night in Davenport there to the Renwick Mansion. Check out Tomfoolery on Tremont on Facebook. Also, Chris Schlichting. He's the comic that books everything. I've had like 2 creepy experiences, but last night I just drank enough Pabst that it didn't matter. So a ghost could have come in and just put its spectery little finger right up my beehole, and I'd have been like, "You found the button."
Speaking of which, I know it's not mine, but we're doing a tie-in. I'm going to do a tie-in because I wanted to talk to you about something. Have you seen any news in the last couple of days or no?
Not really.
Okay. Did you need a new excuse to get the COVID vaccine?
Well, since I have it, I don't need a new excuse, but
right. Did you need a new excuse to fear COVID?
No, but I'll you know what? I'll put it in the grab bag. I am stone cold sober, and that's my problem.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I got to drive. Oh, we're back to that bullshit.
I have a strong desire to drink this now. I love
I love our product
Budweiser
placement.
Chelada con Clamato juice. I don't know why. I hated it the first time. I need it now. I need Budweiser tomato and clam squeezins.
And squeezins. Give me the
Mhm.
clam squeezins.
Mhm.
Give me them clam squeezins. So what? Give me them clam squeezins and them COVID reasons. Zig. See how I pulled it right back? Yeah, I'm clever.
Anal restless syndrome.
I'm sorry.
Anal
I'm familiar.
restless
Okay.
syndrome.
Is that like IBS's angry older brother?
Kind of, yeah. I assume so. It's actually a thing. Restless leg syndrome. That's where people just like have the kickies, the Jimmy legs.
Yeah, I've got it. Got it right now.
Yeah, do you? Because I sleep next to that every night. It's adorable.
I realized I was shaking everything, and so the camera now it's really shaking. So I'm moving my arm. Speaking of jerk walls, that's a joke on a text thread, and no one's gonna get it.
Nope.
That was just for you.
An elderly man had a mild case of COVID-19, now been diagnosed with restless anal syndrome, which has been linked to coronavirus for the first time. So here's the general idea. He's 77. This is in Japan. If you're moving around, well, I mean, it's just where it is.
I know.
It happens approximately 10 centimeters from the perineal region. So like up in there, about 10 centimeters. If you're moving around, if you're running, if you're walking, if you're jogging, you're fine. If you try to sit down or sleep or rest, 10 centimeters inside your ass won't quit twitching and itching and being weird.
How is that different than what I've already experienced?
Because it was new to him at 77.
Oh, okay.
Dude, that's a new side effect of
the
COVID. Just
fuck?
just like as long as you're walking around, you're scratching your own butthole, I guess, from your motion. But as soon as you stop, there's like little nerves and stuff that are firing, going la 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 la. That they
I
cause you to
just assumed my taint had ADHD.
go. As well, you should. I've assumed that for years, you and me, but mostly you.
Mostly me.
Yeah. But yeah, so he just sits there and all of a sudden it just feels like small little hairs firing 10 centimeters inside of his bunghole if he just sits at 77. At 77, haven't you earned, if nothing else, a calm butthole?
Because at 77, he would have been old enough to remember America blowing the fuck out of people in his home country. He's earned the right to have some rest.
Yeah.
He's earned the right to not have his butthole twitch him awake. What do you do about that? Just shove a horse tranquilizer up there and hope for the best?
I'm guessing you go to a lot of doctors and they go, well, this is what happens to you. Opioid suppositories, that's a thing. You put like those up there. Maybe a gentle finger, because he needs it like to move around, right? So just somebody to massage it, if not himself.
Vibrating butt plug.
Sure, that. I was going to say like
but what's he going to do with all those boners?
That's the neighbor's problem. Whoever's putting their
you're going to have to take it home.
You're going to have to take it home.
Now that is a meat catcher right there. That's a meat catcher.
Yeah, there it is.
Finally remembered our own fucking joke.
Spectacular.
You know what? I'm sitting here in this Airbnb. It's lovely. I feel like I have to be quiet. So that's why I'm giving it the real NPR voice today.
Are you giving the slow stroke?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're getting it. You're getting it slow and deep. Yeah. Like that.
I can barely hear you.
Sorry.
I could hear. Nope,
anyway, I'm
nothing.
sitting. I don't. It showed up on the recorder that it's the people that really matter. So it's a really nice apartment, old building. The folks that own the building actually live here. They own a business downstairs. I'm not going to give too many details because I don't want them to think that I'm talking. I don't want it to seem like I'm talking bad about them. But I am sitting in the dining area, staring directly. Now, it's a really nice neighborhood. There's a brewery just like a block and a half. There is some really nice restaurants just like a couple blocks this way and that way. It's a really nice neighborhood right across where I'm staring out the window is a strip club. Yeah, and it's supposed to open at 5 p.m.
What time is it now? Your time?
5:52.
So you're talking to me because
I'm assuming that there's a dinner buffet.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'll say if I wasn't getting free dinner tonight, if I wasn't getting my dinner paid for by the venue, I'd totally go see if they had like a wings buffet because it's going to be fresh right now. I would go over. There's not a lot of people over there, so not a lot of mitts have been digging around the chicken wings and pizza buffet. I would hit it up and be like, "Do you want to dance? No, I want some wings and a beer." And you're just background noise.
And you're the AM shift. So here's the thing.
Yeah, it just cracks me up
That was
because
so shitty.
we've talked about our strip club adventures already. So
and
we all
like,
know
what, a year and a half ago.
Yeah. And we all know I don't have a good time at strip clubs, and so I will not be attending the gentleman's club. However, because I
turn that trend around, bud. Turn that trend around. Take $40 in singles and come back with a story.
It is tempting for the story. However, all of my strip club adventures end up in a story.
Yeah, that's where you go. It's for the story, not like
Sorry,
I went to the titty bar again. So ham sandwich or what? Like you don't want to do that. Like you need a story when you go to the
I
strip club.
always walk away with one. But here's what because I have to drive tonight, and apparently the Lyft and Uber situation in this area not great. Like what I was told was you probably get one there. It's getting back that'll be the issue because apparently all the Lyft drivers just stop at like 10:30, and my show won't be done at 10:30. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm driving and I guess I'm staying sober. That's fun. But what I'm going to do is I made a quick trip over to the brewery, got some takeaway. They are 9%ers, 8.9. So I like to round up. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to sit right here with a pair of binoculars. And I'm going to watch the strip club and drink that beer and just look like a real creeper. But I don't care. I don't care.
What is your goal though? Like you're gonna watch that like it's the new next Netflix special, or like what are you hoping to see?
I am hoping to see a very impatient bouncer get rid of some assholes. I kind of want to see that. I also, I know they close at like 2, so they're only open 5 to 2. That's not a long. And I see like 1 or 2 cars. I'm very disappointed already because I want to see what goes in and out of there. I want to see what goes in and out of that place. I'm really excited for it, and I get 2 nights of this.
I would like a full report.
Absolutely.
I'm sure it's not going to be amazing, but everything you see, I'm sure that you and I can turn into gold.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I fully expect to see at least one contingent of God's special soldiers. I expect to see a version of Dale the Hobo Wizard. There's a handful of things that I'm going to be essentially playing bingo, and every time I spot it, I take a drink.
Are you in Iowa?
Yes.
I can be there in a few hours. For tomorrow, I can do this. Yeah.
It would not take you long. So yeah, that's what's up with your buddy Crunk Kringle.
God.
It's
Just look at you on location, sober in somebody's grandmother's apartment.
yeah. I hope that caught on the
It
on the
sounded like
microphone.
static, but it was a fart. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I thank God something needs to happen. I like that's the thing. The only thing I was haunted by last night was my bladder. I got up and
Ooh.
peed so many times. Like I just like more than I've ever like after a good night of drinking, you might get up once, take the world's longest pee, giggle, go pass back out. I peed so goddamn much. And then slept in today, drove here about 2.5 hours, something like that. Was exhausted when I got here and also suffering from the DTs.
Nice.
So I went straight to the brewery and got some medicine.
Mm-hmm.
I walked in, the very nice bartender, I did not catch her name and I feel bad.
Said, welcome to the breakfast shift.
Because I got here, it was about 1:30 and I sat down. She goes, do you want food? I said, no, I need medicine. She's like, oh, one of them. Gotcha. She's like, what do you need? I said, like a Pilsner or a lager, just something real light, just something to get. And I held up my hand and it was doing the Gene Wilder from Blazing Saddles, And she was like, oh no. I said, yeah, I was fine till about 30 minutes ago. And now, so I had a couple beers and got myself feeling right. Was not hungry. Right now, I would eat your ass. That's how hungry I
am. Can you describe that for me in detail?
I'm not talking like for pleasure either. I'm talking
no. For yours or mine. I mean, we're going down a really weird road, but sure.
Yeah, fine. I would eat an ass, any ass. You put an ass in front of me. That's how hungry I am.
Is there no food where you are?
I made a tactical error and did not pick up any like I had planned, because by the time I got here, I was shaking so bad and miserable that I was like, I can't do this right now. I just need to put medicine in. So I just referred to the bartender as my pharmacist. She got me my beer and then she went back. She was eating her lunch, and I finished that beer and she looked up at me. I said, I'd like to speak to the pharmacist, please. She was like, you got it. And came over and sold me on some takeaway on a kind of beer. I don't remember. I'm really killing it today. I have to go talk to people. I have a show to do.
Well, I'm going to do this to you. You want to talk about our sponsor, Larry?
Speak more, boy.
Yes.
We are, as always, sponsored by our friends and yours.
I'm having the best time, by the way.
Just watching me fucking struggle.
Yes.
Okay. We are sponsored, as always, by your friends and ours. SpliffSociety.org. Yes, SpliffSociety.org. Are you tired of smoking out of bullshit? Us too. So make sure you hit SpliffSociety.org and get some of their artisan hand-rolled toasted palm leaf spliffs. They are delicious. They are shareable. You can also light one up yourself, and they have some nice glass tubes. You can throw it right in, put the cork in, snuffs out the cherry. It's ready for later. After everyone goes to bed and you and grandma need to spark it up and take care of her glaucoma. SpliffSociety.org. You shove it anywhere.
Not bad.
Also, make sure you like and subscribe on iTunes and anywhere else that you listen to this bullshit. And if you ever want to see how bad I look right now, which it's rough, go and head on over to YouTube, where they will pull down our video for no fucking reason. Yes, YouTube.
Proven more than once.
YouTube. Shove it up your ass. I don't stick it, YouTube. Love you.
I'm going with the red bandana today. It's more of an Axl Rose slash Steven Seagal. I'm pretending like I'm Native American kind of thing.
It's kind of a Nikki 4.5.
Sure. I mean, 4.5 knuckles, whatever it takes. Like some there, yeah.
I was thinking Nikki 6.
No, I got you.
Just for the younger listeners, for the younger listeners, those that don't get this. I need more water. That's what I need.
Water. That's not the funny makings.
No, I have to balance this really carefully though, because again, I got to drive there. I have to have a couple beers to function, and then I have to not, so that I can drive myself back legally. I really wish somebody, in fact, I texted Nicole, I was like, man, I wish you were here. She's like, yeah, I miss you too. I was like, no, you misunderstood. I need someone to drive me. I need a driver. Oh, well, fuck you too. Yes. All right. Correct. You're not wrong in that. But yeah, that's the thing. She gets to be in the house all by herself, just her and the dog, and she could not be happier. The kids are there in the afternoons after school. After school, and then their mom picks them up and takes them to her house, and so she's just at home in the evenings by herself, just her and the dog. And she's like, it would be fun to be there, but man, am I enjoying not having to do anything for anyone. I just am on my own time. And I was like, you can do that anyway. She's like, I cannot. I feel responsible to take care of certain things, but now that I'm in the house alone, fuck it, I don't give a shit. I'm like, well, good for you. I'm glad.
She's walking around, pouring mustard inside of her own asshole, just like listening to, I want to say the Dixie Chicks. I'm not sure, or possibly They Might Be Giants. Whatever's weird.
Yeah. I could. That's the thing, though. Mustard in the asshole is our thing.
You told me that. Oh, me and you?
No, her and I. But you and I are more of a barbecue sauce in the butthole.
Or Bavarian. We've talked about this.
Yeah. Oh man, nothing. I wonder if that would help that twitchy asshole. Boy, that sounded like an insult. Look at that twitchy asshole.
What are we gonna do for this twitchy asshole? I don't know. Sweet baby race. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Try it.
It's smooth them down with some Bavarian cream. Oh, I will. Yeah. Oh, this was the weirdest Airbnb check-in I've ever had. So, in the instructions, it's come into the shop. When you get here, check-in is at 3. But they're like, when you get here, just come into the shop. So I go into the shop. There's a dude behind the counter who looked at me, didn't say a word, but just looked at me. And I'm like, you obviously work here. You're doing something. And then I was like, hey. And he goes, hi. I'm Larry. I'm here to check into the Airbnb. He looks and he goes, you're early. Yes, I am about a half hour. I understand that. I said,
half hour? Okay.
I was like, it's 2:30, but I was, in the neighborhood. I thought I would stop, just see if I could go ahead and get in. He was like, well, I don't have anything to do with it. I said, then why are you so concerned that I'm early? And he's like, well, I'll let him know you're here.
I don't have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
But why does he know that you're early then?
Exactly. And that's why I was like,
what?
And so
ding, 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 ding. Oops.
He messages them and he goes, they'll be down in a second. I was like, hey, good talking to you. Thanks for the help.
I'm very comfortable. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
This is not weird at all. Ugh.
So the owners come downstairs. They're like, hey, 2 minutes. Okay, no problem. I said, I get it. I'm early. And then they come back. They're like, no big deal. It's fine. You're here. We're ready for you. Come on up. So they bring me up and they do like a full tour. And I have to piss so bad. I almost pissed my pants. Like I'm wearing my fish britches. I almost watered my fish. It was
Mm-hmm.
it was bad. It was bad. I was just suffering. And they are telling me how to operate things, and here's where the kitchen is. Yes, I can clearly see. It's not a last night I stayed in a mansion and found my way around. This is a 1-bedroom apartment. I'm familiar, and I feel like I have to whisper because I feel like they can hear me.
Are they coming for you? I can see
Probably.
the door behind you. If it rattles, I will tell you, and I will say, jump out the window.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be headed towards the strip club.
Well, why aren't you now? Why are you talking to me? They're open right now.
If here's the thing, I could have had you send the Zoom invite and record it on your end. You could have recorded Zoom on your end, and I could have taken my phone and been on location.
You don't know how to do that.
It's so easy.
Yeah, I know. I'm so simple. I'm stupid. I'm fine with this.
There's a record button. All you gotta do is click it.
Great.
And then at the end, you tell it to stop, and then you tell it where to save. That's it.
I don't know how to talk to computers, though. I'm gonna tell this. Does it? What language? Is it DOS? Is it French?
You sweet Luddite, you.
The fuck do I care?
You sweet, beautiful Luddite.
That's fine. Call me other things you want. I don't give a flying shit.
Luddite is just somebody that doesn't like technology, and I don't particularly like it. I
thought it was me because I kept putting lead in my butt.
No, that's my sweet baby Luddite. That's what that is.
I'm not getting paid for either of these things, by the way.
No, but
fair.
But I will say congratulations if that means anything. Yeah, it was so, I've never, like, the place in Omaha, the person I'm renting it from, because I'm doing an Airbnb in Omaha since I'm gonna be there for a couple of days. She was just like, yeah, about 24 hours beforehand, I'll send you the code, and you can just come and go as you please. You'll see the parking spot. And, Okay, sorry.
Can you please explain the pause there?
I had a text message and I felt like I had to look at it because of who it was from. Because of who it was from. And I got slightly distracted. Sorry. Hey, you wanna talk about the topic?
Sure, absolutely. Let's do that.
You wanna do that? Okay.
Sure.
All right. I gotta get my
Well, you're stone cold, and I'm like obviously in this, so let's see what we got.
Well, I'm going to read this to you, but then I'm going to show you a picture. And I've got to find it again. Damn it, I am on it. A rural Japanese town under siege by monkeys is defended by 3 elderly women armed with air guns who call themselves the Monkey Busters.
Oh,
hold on.
No, don't you dare move on.
No, I'm not moving on.
Again, slowly.
There you go.
Because that is the
A rural Japanese town under siege by monkeys is defended by 3 elderly women armed with air guns who call themselves the Monkey Busters.
How is this not the best thing that's ever happened to anybody ever? Okay, so for those of you who are not watching on YouTube, you're wrong. Jump on to youtube.com and Larry Ignore a Topic at YouTube. That's our channel. And you will see these 3 women, which is amazing. It is 3 elderly Asian women, obviously, who are dressed as if they are going to go gardening, complete with the smocks and the gloves and the hats, the sun hats, the beautiful sun hats to keep them off their face. There's 3 of them. One is armed with what looks like a desert eagle. One of them, a Walther BB7. Like, you would see it. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. 007, James Bond, another woman with an air rifle version of an M16, which seems like a total dichotomy. I mean, that's like start to finish of air rifle weapons, and they are posing obviously for this picture in different directions, like the Charlie's Angels.
Yes.
Also, I love these women much more than Charlie's Angels.
Yes.
What the fuck is going on here? I love this. They're shooting monkeys.
Okay. All right. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry, that was me. Yeah.
No. I am excited for this. I'm very excited for this.
Good.
I knew that you would be too.
I love these women.
Yeah, I want them to be my grandmas. I want them all to. So the reason they're dressed like that, Zig, you know what? Let me start from the beginning.
Please.
Let's start with the genesis of this.
Okay.
So this village is being attacked by, it's even better, macaques.
There it is. Okay, I was going to ask what kind. Yes.
Yep. So
your Millie friend Dapu and his friends, and they're going to take your shit.
Those they're like miniature baboons. A macaque is, and they're mean. They're mean and they're thieving little bastards. And so what's happening is that this town relies on gardening and farming and agriculture. And they are coming in and raiding the Japanese melon patches.
Oh God, don't. Okay. I know what you want to do. Just okay. I'm going to let you. I'm not going to. I'll let you.
But they are not a Vietnamese melon patch. They're raiding the Japanese melon patches, which you can clearly see behind them. You got to check out this Japanese melon patch.
It's covered in nets, obviously.
Yes, they have tried. That was the first step. Fine, we'll put up like netting and wire that is designed to keep out wildlife. But these are macaques. They're very intelligent, right? They figured out how to get in. So these three women took it upon themselves to get air rifles.
This is the full force. This is the full macaque anti-force.
The monkey busters.
Correct. I'm trying to think of another way to say it, but I'm losing. The monkey busters. Well, why does one get a rifle?
This is the Japanese primate patrol.
Why does one get a rifle? She's so excited she has a rifle. The other dude's like, I get what I get.
Maybe they all ordered depending on what they're comfortable with.
And what Amazon will deliver to rural Japan. I got you.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So we have, and I don't know in what order they fall in the picture, but Masako Ishimura, 74, Tatsuko Kinoshito, 68, and Miyoki Lee, 67, have joined together in defense of their local farmers' vegetables and produce, which are currently under siege by the hungry macaque. And so these three, as they take it upon themselves, and the reason they're dressed like this, I'll get back, now we're back to this. The reason they're dressed like this is because they got choring to do, Zig.
Of course.
So
who doesn't?
These three women are just chilling, doing some gardening, working the melon patch, cleaning house, just doing their chores. And then when the monkeys, the primates, the apes, the tiny, them rascally macaque, start to descend upon the produce, a bell is rang, and these three badasses,
like the bat signal.
Yeah,
like the bat signal, Larry.
They ring this bell, and these three beautiful women come. They're in their late 60s and mid 70s, so I'm not going to say come a running, but I bet they come a shuffling quick.
We could say they arrive.
That it's probably
I'd
the
like
only
to say they arrive.
you know what? Since we're talking about macaque, we can say they arrive. They arrived to handle macaque.
There it was. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We just
God, it's so base, but
if we just
Jesus, that's the only
we just
joke.
keep bouncing it back and forth, one of us has got to score a point. And then they show up and shoot non-lethal because an air gun is not going to kill a macaque. These are some pretty powerful air guns, though.
Well,
These are probably
I'm looking at 3 different varieties of air guns, and they're all like the one woman with the assault rifle. That looks like a real fucking gun.
I know. I was a little, not that I want the monkeys to die, but I was a little disappointed that when I saw this woman holding an AR, it wasn't a real one.
Are we sure that's not the real AR? Are we sure?
You know what? I'm not sure of anything. It's Japan. They do all. They got a guy with a twitchy asshole who made the news,
and he's in pain, and we need to send him money.
Maybe these 3 women can help him out. Maybe they have some type of remedy.
That man, some matter of just something with nougat. Like he just needs something with like a hug. Like he just needs oh god, just like a My Pillow and like a nice chocolate with nougat. There's like we're here with you, and like a wire brush that isn't too stringent, so you can put up there and be like, when I'm sleeping, that'll do. 10 centimeters in. There we go.
I mean, that
nylon bristles, nylon silicone bristles.
I've had a real itchy asshole before, and that's miserable unto itself. I cannot imagine something
all the time.
Not all the time. That's what I'm saying. I can't imagine a constant
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Him all the time, and
all
he's
the time.
77.
All the time. He deserves better, unless he doesn't. Maybe
if he needs stuff to do, he needs to go talk to these ladies, the monkey busters, and be like, I'm always looking for something to do. I need to walk around. I will shoot something with you girls. And then maybe he could like find a date and like take him out dancing. He always needs to move around. He'll take him out dancing, like do stuff like the hoochie coo. I think that maybe we could do something with this poor man with the restless anal syndrome.
I think we need to hook these guys up because he could just patrol the melon patch.
In his own time, but slightly vigorously.
He could patrol all 3 of their melon patches if he wanted to.
I just have to make sure that I'm tired enough that I can fall asleep exhausted with an itchy asshole. That's a very weird existence.
Just 4 tramadol and a clamato to make sure it's got extra squeezins. So let's see. There's more to this story.
How could there not be?
So
one of these ones involved with
government. I love this paragraph. A period of calm reigned in early summer before the monkeys made a reappearance in July. Ishimura's husband said, a gang of some 20 monkeys are believed to be behind the most recent property damage, the same group that's caused trouble at an area temple and historic ruins. If somebody doesn't turn this into a goddamn movie,
then they're missing out.
We should write this. We should just get their permission to write a movie about them, give them 50%.
Of what?
The leave-ins.
Sure.
For purposes.
I do love how lady on the left is full gloved. Lady in the middle, no gloves. Lady on the right with the AR, her gloves are just hanging on the
She likes the way it feels. Strap. She has to get the feel.
Yeah.
Otherwise, and can we point out though? Look at this trigger control. Look at that trigger control. She doesn't have her finger on the trigger. She's not ready to shoot. She's got that resting right above where it's supposed to. All 3. I'm assuming all 3 of them. Like the one on the far left, it's outside of the trigger guard. So I mean, all 3 of them. These are some women that know what they're doing. I don't know where they got their training. I don't care where they got their training.
Mhm.
I'm just glad they do, because they're the heroes. They're the heroes we need.
I currently want to go to Japan to be trained to shoot a monkey with an air pistol by one of these women. I mean, that seems like something that could come in handy in my life in like 6-8 months.
With
You
the
want
way
to be
things
able
are
to hit a
going,
moving target right in the asshole.
yeah, right. Well, and that's where our friend with the twitchy asshole comes into play. Maybe he could be target practice for them. He just cuts out a little hole where the ass should be on his pants, and he just goes running into the woods. Maybe they give him a walker, so he's a little bit more hunched over, so it looks a little bit more like a macaque, and they blast him in the butthole, and he gets some relief. I just said the phrase "blast him in the butthole," and you didn't respond at all.
Because I hear that like 4 or 5 times a day.
Well, with your
from,
job,
from my dentist, from the cashier at Target.
I've told you that is not a dentist, buddy.
No, from the guy on the street corner, like just selling geladas. Like I get a lot of that. Blasted in the butthole. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a common sentence in my life.
I guess you would become somewhat numb to it after a while.
Tee. Yes, you would have to.
I didn't mean to.
Novocaine paste. So you just squeeze it up there, like preparation H, but with prescription. You do that, and then I'm going to stop talking right now.
Well, I would like to say, so these 3 women are the Genesis. They are the original. These are where it started.
Hold on, these are the Avengers.
These we've got
And there's
Thor,
a new team,
Captain America, and Iron Man.
Uh-huh.
We've got all 3 of the originals, but
there's a new team of heroes.
monkey fighters armed with air guns recruited by Japanese village to fight off swarms of invading animals.
That's
Provided with pellet-loaded pistols, matching hats to strike back against thieving primates.
Okay, those are monkeys that are just in the pools, in the hot pools.
That's what the macaque does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to show.
If you're not watching online, this makes no sense.
You know what?
He's adorable.
It looks like it's plotting the next attack. So it's happening in other villages. It's not just the trio of awesome grandmas.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's happening in other villages. So the Japanese government spent, if I remember right, let me scroll down because I've got the same 66,000 yen. Is that whatever their currency is? D plus effort.
Okay.
Whatever their currency is, they spent 66,000 of it.
Anywhere between $5 and the moon.
And they outfitted monkey fighters with pellet guns and matching hats, so you know they're official.
Okay. So these are government sponsored monkey militia. They're not actual monkeys, but they're against the monkeys. They get hats and they get BB guns, and they are sent to do monkey business and make sure that the monkeys.
They're there to stop monkey business.
I did that for you.
So they are nicknamed locally the Monkey Chasers. But despite the outlay, residents have largely welcomed the move, the national paper reported. It's encouraging that people in the community have banded together for a common cause, says Shinji Nakata, a 54-year-old Chinese cabbage grower who has had particular trouble with invading monkeys.
Just Shinji or just all the cabbage growers?
Well, Shinji's the only one they interviewed. So
God. That's not funny, but Jesus. Okay.
the militia was created following a meeting about the growing boldness of the primates in Kiso, which is nestled in the highlands at the foot of Mount Ontake in Nagano Prefecture. And here's what I love. This
Hold on. Is there more to see? Because we're showing the.
sorry.
Can we scroll down?
Oh,
Oh, no, no, we're just done. Got it.
fuck you. And your monkeys. No, not you, just in general. Fuck you and your monkeys. Yeah, there's not much more.
Okay.
I don't know what we're doing here. This has nothing to do with the story. Just the
That's
Pope.
just the Pope.
Pope looking at some
people-
dude's dick. This dude looks like he's looking at his own penis, and the Pope's like, "Yep, it's out. You should probably
It's
put it
just
away."
the Pope. Everybody's looking down at the dick. Somebody dropped a quarter, and then the other people in the back are voguing. I don't know what this is. I'm sure it's very important.
The dude looking down has had his dick out the entire time, waiting for somebody to notice. His buddy just to the right of him with that smirk is the one that
He's
flicked a quarter
looking.
out.
He's looking at that.
He flicked a quarter out. The Pope looked down and went, "Ah, look at these. Ah, why you got your dick out?" I don't know. The Pope is always Italian in my head. I know he's not, but he's always Italian. And this guy's like, "What? Oh, you know, it's just everyone's dicks out."
They're not. I'm not sure. They're not voguing in the back, but is it? They're just like Doctor Strange fans. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're all casting spells.
I'm not sure how to mostly make fun of the Catholic religion in this picture.
I think
Nobody else is looking at but us.
I think particularly this spell is how to cover up all of the molestation.
So subscribe to Zigglary Ignore a Topic on the YouTubes, and you will see what we're talking about. It's mostly spells. It's mostly spells.
It is mostly spells. Okay, yeah, that's about it for looking, but I love that they were like, you know what? There's other villages out there that need help. We need a monkey force. And so they have brought on and trained. So that money that they spent is also not just weaponry and cool hats, but also training on how to repel these monkeys.
Well, you didn't know how to hit a monkey on the fly, monkey in the tree, a monkey who was coming for your produce,
monkey who's coming for your downstairs, because that's what they do.
You know when to shoot a monkey with an air gun, when to club the monkey with the same air gun.
And that's why they've got to be the high quality air guns. You can't just go all plat. It's got to be one of the good ones that you can blast him a couple times before it breaks.
And if you see a tame one, you grab it, you try to train it so that Disney will come and give you $1,000 so that he is like jumps up and like just plays with your hat.
Yes. No, there's no working. You know what though? What if you could retrain them? Okay, I've got an idea.
Okay.
Why don't we import bigger monkeys?
Import from where to where and how big of a monkey?
Where there's monkeys.
Okay,
We go to where there's monkeys. We import slightly larger monkeys. We train them to fight the other monkeys, but we also give these monkeys, the new monkeys, we give them air guns.
I was on board until the beginning of that sentence.
What happens with one of these macaques slips, because it could happen. They slips through one of grandma's defenses, they knock her down, they steal her air gun. And now you got a macaque with an air gun.
Well, I mean, that was Weapon X grandma. That we like sometimes they fall, you know. Sometimes you're overrun by monkeys.
Sometimes you're overrun by macaque.
Sometimes a 75-year-old woman is overrun by monkeys. And what
Sometimes
you do
in
is just
Japan.
say, that's 5 melons we lost. I don't know what I'm talking about currently, but I think it kind of makes sense.
You know what? You're right. I'm just having harebrained ideas. I just need a beer and a slice of pizza. That's what would fix my ale right now. It's been a while since I've done I guess I'm hungover. I guess that's what this is. I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
I was drinking for free last night, so probably. And I did drink a lot of Pabst and then switched to craft beer because they were like, "You got to try this," and I was like, "Okay, yeah, that sounds great." And then had a lot of beer. Had a lot of beer. No shots though. Did not do a shot. So yeah.
I'm just thinking, are there any like grandmas who like have larger weapons against like elephants in India? Like they just have like a ballista, but they look very cute and they're like little gardening gloves, and they just shoot a huge thing, an Indian elephant, to keep them out of their opium, I'm guessing, patches.
They're just armed with trebuchets.
Yeah, of course. That was a thing a long time ago in Thailand where they the Thai government put the elephants on opium, so that they not opium but on speed, so they would work harder and faster, like moving logs and shit. And then the company went under and the government went to shit. So they said, no more drugs for the elephants. And the elephants went tearing ass through all of these towns looking for drugs. And everyone, unfortunately, there is no real thing called insurance in this country currently. We're going to suggest you move to Laos with whatever you can carry.
I think this is a good plan.
I don't know if that makes sense. Good news is nobody listened this far.
No, everyone shut it off.
Oh, absolutely.
That's putting my hands up next to my face reminded me that's how I'm going to catch COVID. But also, the hand soap in the bathroom here at Grandma's place smells just like Malort.
Really?
Yeah, and it foams up like Malort too.
Only after the fact.
Yeah. When I squirted it, and I was like, what is that smell? And why does it smell like that? And then I was like, oh my God, that's Malort. It did not taste like Malort though.
And your findings concluded that
I tried it. So I thought they maybe pulled a sneaky on me. It was like, hey, surprise, we know you're from Illinois. Here's Malort. Because you can use that as a hand sanitizer. It will go through a
tractor on it if you want to.
Yeah, it will eat through 2 layers of skin.
Yeah.
But it works. It works. You got nothing.
Nothing at all.
That's okay. It's okay, buddy.
Hey, Larry, what did we learn?
We learned that we have 3 women in Japan that we need to hang out with. I want to get drunk on sake and shoot some monkeys. I will help them all day with chores, and then I'll be ready to go. I'll bring my own air gun. And what else did we learn, Zig?
I will do my best to do non sequiturs and fail miserably the entire time with no pants on. And the whole bandana thing only works for me.
It does. It does. I if I did it, it would just look like an uncircumcised cock.
Correct.
So you wanna crash the plane?
Yeah, of course. Hey, buddy, I love you.
I love you back.
parts about hanging out with these guys.
God damn it, son of a bitch, motherfuck.